Hey everybody, Dustin Carnes here with TalkAndroid.com, and today we're going to be going over a review of the new Samsung Infuse 4G on AT&T, so we'll get right to it here. First thing you're going to notice about this phone is it is very large. A lot of people are saying that it's more of a miniature tablet than an actual phone. Now the screen does come in at 4.5 inches, which is about, it's 0.2 inches bigger than things like the Evo with their 4.3 inch screen. The screen is Super AMOLED Plus technology, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It looks great watching video, it looks great just using it in general, and we'll be going over that a little bit more in depth. So for now, we'll kind of take a walk around the phone here. Again, in the front, you've got your 4.5 inch screen. Down towards the bottom, you've got your standard menu, home, back, and search buttons. Let's see what else. We've got the AT&T logo up at the front, up at the top here. Speaker right here. And if you look carefully, I think you can see that in the video. You're going to have your front-facing camera here, and then your light sensors right over here. So let's go ahead and hop over to the top of the phone. What we've got here is a standard headphone jack, and it looks like possibly some noise cancellation here, I believe is what that is. Then moving over to the left side, we've got your volume rocker. Not really a whole lot else. Down towards the bottom here, you've got your microphone. And you also have, this is not just a charging port, but this also doubles as your HDMI port. This phone actually comes with an HDMI adapter that you plug right into here, and it comes out HDMI, which is pretty cool. Now over here on this side, again, just like the other side, pretty standard, but you've got your lock button right here, so you can unlock it, lock it back up. Moving over towards the back. Now the back of this is, I'm not really sure how to put this. It's a grip feel. This is definitely a plastic backing here. You've got your 8 megapixel camera on the back with flash. You've got your Samsung logo right down here in kind of that aluminum feel. And we'll go ahead and take the back off. Again, this is a very light phone, and that has a lot to do with the plastic casing that's on the phone. Looking here on the inside, we've got our battery here, and we've got our AT&T SIM card. Now this battery is a 1750 mAh battery, and it lasts a really long time. Heavy use, it got me through an entire day and then some of the night, which is pretty impressive. I'm used to using the Evo, which may or may not last, 12, 14 hours of pretty heavy use. So looks like Samsung's got the right idea. You can tell this is a pretty chunky battery in comparison to the actual size of the phone, so, which is a good thing. Again, we're not complaining here, Samsung. I think you did great there. So just pop the backing back on there. Now you can see here at the bottom of the phone, you see how it's one size all the way down, and then down here towards the bottom, it comes out to, I think it's 9.24 millimeters, whereas the rest of it's 8.9 millimeters or 0.35 inches, and it just comes down to 0.36 inches right here. Barely noticeable, but it's there nonetheless, so we thought we'd tell you about it there. So let's go ahead and actually take a look at the phone here. We'll go ahead and unlock it. Now this, again, this is a Samsung phone, so it's going to have the standard Samsung TouchWiz UI. So when you want to unlock, you're just going to grab this and kind of flick it off to the side, get rid of it there. Let's go ahead and just go to the home screen so you can kind of take a look at that. This is straight out of the box the way that this is going to look. You've got your settings, your contacts, messaging, camera, access to the market, everything like that. We'll swipe through here. You've got your social updates. Now I haven't added any accounts or anything like that, so... And then over here you've just got some extra space for, whatever content you might want. Over here on the right side, you've got your maps, AT&T navigation, Yellow Pages mobile. AT&T has a lot of their particular applications on here, so, nothing different about that. Media Hub is on here, and when you buy the Samsung Infuse 4G, you actually get a code for $25 worth of free content from Samsung Media Hub, which is pretty cool. Then over here on the right-hand side, you've got more stuff that you can just, add to. So let's go ahead and hop into, first off, let's take a look at the settings so that we can kind of see what this phone's all about. Hop into the About phone here. The actual model number of this is the Samsung SGH-i997. It is running Froyo, version 2.2.1. We don't know a whole lot about more updates to come, but that's all right. Let's take a look here. Now, battery use. I haven't used this a whole lot in the last 12 hours since my last reboot, or yeah, something like that. So again, a lot of this is just Wi-Fi use, which is, you can tell the battery life is great. I mean, you know, this has been used a lot, and, you know, it's been working great. So, you know, all your standard settings and stuff in here, everything you'd come to expect. So let's go ahead and back out, and let's take a look at some of the applications that come with this thing. I'll share, it does have Angry Birds pre-installed, which, you know, everybody's going to download Angry Birds anyway, so why not just put it on there. Again, Samsung Media Hub. Now, I've gone ahead and I've downloaded a couple of apps here, things that people are usually interested. We're going to go ahead and run a quadrant test, and we're going to see how this does. Now, I can tell you that the results are okay. They're not bad, but they're not great. They're right in the middle there, I'd say. So we'll go ahead and run a full benchmark here so that everybody can see what's going on with this. It's running through its CPU test right now, then go into the memory, then go into file system reads and writes. So we'll let it finish that, and then you'll get a chance to see, you know, how it handles 3D graphics. And it does pretty well. Right now it's running about 21 to 22 frames per second on this. This ranges anywhere from about, you know, 30 frames per second to up to 60 in some cases. Right there, I think we just hit 62 for a second. The graphics processing in this phone is really good. I don't know how well the quality is coming across on this video, but it looks terrific, especially on this Super AMOLED Plus screen. It looks great. It really does. This here is running at about 45, 46, 47 frames per second. So we'll go ahead and proceed. Let it give us our results. And we're coming in at 1150. Just barely above the Droid X, not quite to the HTC Evo with 2.2, but still pretty impressive. Not bad at all. So we won't complain about that there. Now, I've also gone ahead and I've downloaded a speed test, so we can check that out. We've been hearing a lot about this 4G thing, and, you know, everybody's saying, well, there's no such thing as 4G, real 4G. Now, I can tell you that I've been pulling down between 1 and 3 megabits per second. Pretty standard, so we'll go ahead and run a test. Let everybody see that there. Right now we're getting, looks like we're getting about 3 here. Actually, this may be one of the highest results I've gotten yet. Right about the 29, 28, or 2.9, 2.8 megabits per second range here. So we'll let that finish up. Now that's for the download. Now it's running the upload test. Right at about 1 megabit per second, which isn't, again, it's not bad, but you know, according to 4G standards, it's not quite what we'd be looking for 4G. So there you go. This last one was 2931 kbps down and 1148 up. So we'll go ahead and hop over to the applications again here. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these videos. There are some pre-installed movie previews, so we'll go ahead and take a look at a couple of those. I guess we'll take a look at this X-Men First Class trailer. Turn the volume up here for everybody. Now this looks really nice. Again, this is the Super AMOLED Plus technology. Well, this is rolling. I'll let you take a look at the back here. Now down here is the actual speaker itself, so that's where all that sound was coming from. And we went ahead and popped out of that video, but that's all right. Everybody got a chance to look at it there. So again, you know, we've got Quick Office is also installed on here, which is pretty cool. A lot of people are using that. AT&T Navigator is all on here. So that's really it. You've got Write and Go, which is just kind of a little, you know, note-taking application just to jot your stuff down there. YouTube obviously pre-installed. Gmail is on here. All the standard stuff that you'd expect on any Froyo phone. So just to give you a basic idea of my opinion of this phone, it's very light. It's, you know, I've heard comparisons to the iPhone 4. People are saying that it's, you know, half as heavy as the iPhone 4 itself, even though it comes in just barely thicker than the iPhone 4. And again, a lot of that has to do with this plastic casing here, and not just on the back, but kind of all the way around. The backing, actually the whole phone, has a tendency to feel a little bit flimsy, a little bit like it might be pretty easily breakable. Obviously, I can't run it through those kinds of tests to see if it is. I'd like to keep getting review phones in. I don't want to send them, you know, powdered remnants of a phone, but it does feel a little bit flimsy, again. But only time will tell that with customers, using it and seeing, how well it can hold up. As far as the screen itself, the 4.5 inches, I love this. I think 4.5 inches is great. It's really at the max end of being a phone towards being a miniature tablet, and that's what I want in my phone. I like more phone or screen real estate. I like being able to, to see what I'm doing and without having to squint in and see what's going on. Again, going to the screen, the Super AMOLED Plus technology is gorgeous. I mean, when you have it off, it is just flat black. And when you have it on and you're playing a video and, you've got the widescreen going on, it's still flat black. It looks gorgeous. It looks high def. It looks like you would want from your screen on your phone. The UI, I'm not a big fan of TouchWiz, but it's responsive. It is. It flows very well. It responds very well. You hit it, it works, and that's really what people are looking for. I like the fact that AT&T has a lot of their own apps in here. I think they've got some good offerings. The $25 to Samsung Media Hub is pretty cool. All in all, a pretty good phone. You'll be able to get this for $199 starting May 15th at any AT&T store, and I do think it's a good buy. I really do. For $199, this is going to be a good deal. You're going to get a good phone, a good reliable phone from what I've seen using it over the past couple of days. Again, the battery life is really good. I use this very heavily and it lasted for over 24 hours. So, good job on you, Samsung, for putting that 1750 battery in here. I think you made a good decision there. So that's been the review of the Samsung Infuse 4G here at TalkAndroid.com. We give this a thumbs up. I'd probably give this 4 out of 5 stars, I'd say, on this review. So, go ahead, go out and get it. May 15th, you'll be able to get on it on AT&T. So again, this has been Dustin Carnes with TalkAndroid.com with a review of the Samsung Infuse 4G. Thanks for watching.